So now we are going to look at our bibliography. So you need to have a minimum of 2 resources listed on your bibliography in order to get your full credit. You may have more, and that's perfectly fine as long as they fit the correct formatting, but you have to have 2, okay? So I have pulled up the Purdue Online Writing Lab. Sometimes if you just Google OWL in all caps, it will pop up as one of the first results. Okay, this is an awesome resource. This is something that they showed me in college, and it was what I've used to write every single paper of ever. Okay, so in college, you'll typically have 2 different types of papers. You have APA. This is stuff that you might use in like your history classes, education classes, things like that. Or you have MLA, which deals with specifically like English-related classes. Okay, so we do MLA formatting. If you scroll down, it does tell you like how to do lots of things, citations, quotes, how you would actually like set up your paper, your works cited. So a bibliography is essentially the same thing as a works cited. The difference is that in a works cited, you are only using quotes in your paper and then giving the information. In a bibliography, it's you've done a lot of research and you're giving the sources that you have used. So most of us are going to be using electronic sources. And so you would click on electronic sources and it kind of gives you some basic information, abbreviations, like citing a website, a page on a website, that's what most of you will do, an image, article in a web magazine, article in a scholarly journal, online database, email, blogs, tweets, videos, things like that. So there are lots of different things for you to do. Now, I have made life super easy for you. So if you are on the classroom website, you have your 4 tabs at the top. You're going to click on the resources tab. So just click directly on it. And then you will have a class reference book. So you want to pull it up and download it. And then you'll click yes. And then you might need to give it a minute or so to finally get fully loaded. Okay. So this is a reference book that I put together for students. Okay, it has basic things that we cover throughout the year or easy to get resources. So here we're going to page 2627 because it deals with works cited information. So we're looking at the very, very end of this. So right here it gives you the formula. Like I said, most of you are going to use a page on a website. So I would copy and paste that into your paper. So this is my paper. So I have copied and pasted the link. Now, earlier I showed you the resource from the rabbi, The Value of Reading Novels, so now I'm going to show you how to actually do that. So you've got bibliography centered, it's at the very top of the page. You hit enter once, and then you want left alignment. Now, luckily, I went ahead and made sure that I pulled up my article because I saved my link. So I can fill out this information. So very first thing I need to do is type in the last name, comma, first name. So from here, we're going to type last name, comma, first name. And make sure you're spelling it correctly. Okay. Some of you might have like a resource that has multiple authors. You will need to look at the Purdue OWL to see how to do that. Then in quotation marks, we put the title of the website. So this is kind of our article. So the value of reading novels. And then we need a period. And then it needs the name of the site italicized. So you can hit the I up here, or you can hit Command I on your keyboard and then not have to worry about moving the mouse. So the Huffington Post. And then we want to get out of italics, period. It then needs to have our publisher. Our publisher is the Huffington Post, all one word, but then you'll notice there is a comma. So now it says day, month, year. This is the day, month, year of publication. Most of the articles, you'll see it up here at the top, okay? Every now and then, it might be listed at the bottom. Sometimes they'll only give you the year, and that's perfectly fine. If they don't give you a day, you put the month and year. If they don't give you the month, or day, they just put the year, then you only put the year, okay? Now, this was originally published in October 2013. If they list an updated date. You always go with the updated date. So we have January 23rd of 2014. So we need to go day, so 23, month, January, you got to spell it out, and then 2014, period. Now the medium, most of your online resources are going to have a medium of web, okay, period. And then finally the date of access. The date of access is when you actually accessed it. So it looks like our date of access is 16 November 2016. Now, that is what the whole citation is going to look like on my bibliography, except we have one small issue. It needs to be indented. Now, it's not a normal indent. It's called a hanging indent because the first line hangs over the rest. So you're going to select it, right-click. You're going to go to paragraph. And it should look similar to this. You're going to see indentation, special. And you're going to change special to hanging. Ta-da! It's magic. So I already have one of my 2 resources listed. Keep in mind that your resources do need to be listed in alphabetical order. So I can pretty much guarantee any of the resources I use are going to come before this. If it's not in alphabetical order, you will lose points on it. Okay, so that is how you do your bibliography.